energy is felt. So I was thinking that it doesn't matter what you say, your energy is going to be felt. So if you say one thing, but your feelings toward it is different, they already feel you. So whatever they say, okay, oh yeah, fine, whatever, they don't believe it, they don't feel it. I was just thinking about this, just with my own personal journey, and my observations of everyone else too, that I see and feel and happen to witness. And your energy and frequency is felt. So depending on what way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's a good way, your energy is felt. It doesn't matter what you say. They're going to be vibing if it's really good. If it's not, if you're not vibing with yourself, you're not aligned, your energy is not in alignment with your truth, then that's going to be felt. And there's no amount of convincing that you can do that will make them feel otherwise, how you want them to feel. Just manipulation. So that was interesting. That needed to come out. Now what? Hold on just a second. Alright, so that just needed to be said today, I guess. Oh, this is really fun. Okay, so yeah, if you're not in alignment with yourself, trust me firsthand. Oh, okay, I'll give you a scenario. Okay, so a scenario is like a relationship. Like even my relationship has been, you know how your relationships have ups and downs and things like that. Well, and when they were in the down, for my part, I would think of this person in a certain way, like, oh, he's always angry, or he's always tired, or he's always working, which is understandable, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, because for me it was really easy. No matter where I was or what I was doing, I can freaking have a ball. I just know that I like to have fun. So it was very easy for me. Didn't matter where I was, I could have a complete ball. By myself or with lots of people. It didn't matter. So I didn't understand this about other people. I'm like, why is everyone complaining? And it doesn't matter where they go, the scenarios always seem the same. Like, you can't escape your reality until you feel in your heart. Get out of your brain, change certain identities about yourself, feel them, and really get truthful of what you want. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, this is really good. Oh, your energy. I was talking about energy. Okay, so I did forget what I was saying, but it was my own personal relationship. Okay, so thanks. I had to wrap my head around that again. So I did an experiment, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna think of him as like, okay, why can't he ever be happy, or make, even if you're at work or you're wherever, it doesn't matter. Why can't you just have a ball anyway? And so, in my brain I was thinking that, like, he's always drained, which, he is, and tired, and, the whole working life, working your butt off just to keep a roof over your head scenario. So all of that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna think of him as he's. If only he could be this. If only he could, understand. If only he could. Whatever. People's journey are their own. I don't have to change that. But this is what I did do. I just started portraying absolute, utter, complete love and safety. I just started feeling that. Every time I think of him, just love and safety. Love and safety. And whatever good feelings I wanted to do. And when he came home, he was in a completely different mood. He was happier. He was engaging. Like, smile. And like, you can feel. Anyways, I can feel. I don't know if anybody else can, but I can. People can unconsciously feel when something's right and when something's not. And the feeling was there. It was quite magical. And so, love and peace. That's what I wanted to say the other day. And I had a big old brain fart. I was like, there was something really good I wanted to say. That was it, right there. Okay, so it's coming out one way or another. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I just think of him love and peace because I want him to feel love and peace, and I want him to feel love and peace from me. And so, love and peace. All right. That's my message for the day. Hope you have a moment. Well, for the day. Today's going to be a little bit messy, but, just go with the flow. It's all fun anyway. All right, I'll see you later. This is what it feels like. To share your journey. Going into the unknown and doing things that are way out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you just have to release. I did a plot twist today. And I just needed to release. I'll let you know more about my journey, but I just wanted to show what it looks like sometimes. To be real, to make it real. Oh. I'm doing things that I don't normally do. And they're just small, but gosh, they're big to me. They're just small. Like sending an email. And then it brings up things, and then I get all this confirmation. And it's really cool. But still, my ego's having a hard time with it because I cannot see. Well, I feel it. But my ego does not see it. But I feel it. It's weird. Okay. Here's part of the journey. Cheers. I'll go get a glass and do this later, but cheers. Bye.
Today, I have, golly, it's so interesting. Feelings can fly, they're just quick that I have a hard time grasping what the hell I'm feeling? There's so many. Like from 1 minute, I don't know if I'm like, yeah, elated, and the next one I'm like, doing all these things in my head of shoulds, like posting on YouTube or Instagram or things like that, and the tech things, and that's my least favorite part. I'd just rather just visit. I like visiting, but I don't like actually posting. But anyways, I had an interesting morning. Released. What did I release? I released not doing things for myself or living the dream. And I don't know what that is. But this morning I sent an email, something I don't really participate in much, doing things that I'm like, I tell myself that's not kind of thing I like to do. But at the same time, I don't want to be that way. I want to participate in the world. I want to. So I chose to. Oh, and it turned out to be something in Boulder. Okay, it was the how's X Factor doing? This X Factor um uh thing that we're doing in Light Love Club. And I was gonna do it, and then I forgot, and then there was a reminder if you still want to do it. I was like, oh hell yes! I squirreled, and so I was like, I'm gonna do it. And even though I sit down to type something, it's so slow on my phone that I don't like doing things like that. Oh my gosh! And then but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give myself that. Nope, nope, nope. Just do it. Okay. And I sat down and did it. And I was vulnerable. And at the end, I think there's a channeled message in there for me. And I bawled my eyes out. You'll see that later. I bawled my eyes out. But I'm choosing me. Sometimes it just looks messy and you just go with it and it feels cringy. But this is my journey. Damn, that's loud. Tat? Tatsy? I don't think she can hear me. She's also baking something. Anyway, it's Last Airbender. The animation one. Anyway, yeah, do what's easy. And I've been totally I'm just documenting my journey. It's going to get better and better as I document my journey. Being until the feelings. Then I get down to, hold on, what am I doing to myself? Let's see. Some things I have not been ready to share yet. I know I will. But I want to document what it feels like when you have nothing and you have a big dream and you just go for it and you have no idea what it looks like. You're like, I don't know the next step. I don't know nothing. And you do it just by doing what's exciting and igniting. Ooh, interesting. Exciting and igniting. That, yeah, I'm enjoying this, honestly, but then I was just thinking, I'm like, ooh, what am I going to do after this? That's future. I don't have to think about that right now. Anyways, I like talking with his eyes closed. When I get distracted by my own face, I start looking at little things, and then I get distracted from what I'm telling you, thinking. This is so comfy. and warm, like the most perfect temperature in life. Anyway, health. I'm feeling oh my feck, I know what I'm feeling. I feel like I need to get up, dance, move, play something. That's what I want. That's what I feel like. Because I think the energy in my body is like stagnant for a little bit. You've been trying and doing this and this and that and that. Now it's time to move. Although I did do a little bit this morning, cha-ching for me. But that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm gonna move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it. Dun, 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 dun. I really am enjoying this. Owie. I could take a nap. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. No, I'm not gonna take a nap, but I'm just gonna enjoy the sun for a minute. Catch you later.